Really phrase this particular segment as quite literally Prince Harry moving on as ever. Let me explain. Hi, good morning, how are you? Nice to see you today. We'll have a wave. You all right? Thank you so much for joining me, and as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. It's really weird, isn't it, when you look behind you here? Do you remember when this tree had all those beautiful red berries on it, and you kind of think, oh, they've gone now. I think there's a few coming back, but you kind of think, oh, that's the end of summer. Yeah, I know. The clocks have gone back, so everybody who's asking me about the time difference, it's the end of British summertime and now the start of British winter time. You can tell, can't you, by my hound dog face? Yes, I'm not happy about that, obviously, but time goes so quickly, doesn't it, that we will soon be back in the spring, and yeah, we'll be still talking to each other from all these locations, fingers crossed, God willing, you know, all that sort of stuff. I tell you what's interesting as well, on this day, did you know that this was the day that the letters were finally delivered to then was going to be the Duchess of Windsor, Wallis Simpson. Yes, she finally got divorced from her husband Ernest on this day, finally. Must have been quite a momentous and historical sort of thing, don't you think? Yeah, looking back. I tell you what it's like though, I do see very similarities to Edward and Mrs. Simpson, don't you, with Harry and Meghan, because as we told you recently, whatever people are saying, Prince Harry's very keen somehow to make some kind of return back here to the United Kingdom, particularly looking at the Council of State issue, and of course a lot of people are suspecting that he's hoping to get security, but as we told you first and exclusive here on the show, no free security. The only security that he would get would be within palace walls. That would be the deal, you know, that would be the bottom line. Tell you what is interesting though, because obviously as they're looking for somewhere to live, and I say they looking for somewhere to live, the only person looking for somewhere to live is in fact Prince Harry. He wants a bit of independence, a little bit like his father, His Majesty the King Charles, who's got Highgrove, which we all know really is his favourite home. It's the one that apparently he feels the most relaxed in. Harry has got somebody on his side actually looking out for suitable locations, none other than the person that he's very close to, in fact, Princess Eugenie. That's right. Now Eugenie, as you know, is partly based out in Portugal, but apparently is looking also to return to London for a full-time basis. Now obviously she could live in the mighty rooms of Royal Lodge, 30 plus, alongside the Duchess of York and the Duke of York. So why do they need another space? Well, naturally they've got children, they want independence. I can understand that, but according to that very, very well-placed source, Prince Harry doesn't want somewhere too far away from Windsor. He likes the idea of being in that particular area, Berkshire, which is very expensive, I might point out, but also very royal indeed, the royal borough as it were. So for all of these stories that are basically saying no, he doesn't want somewhere to live here, I can understand why he would want a base, but then that would entail even more cost because he would have to provide some kind of 24-hour security, and that does not come cheap, as we've seen on so many different times. But for Harry, of course, Harry wants what he wants. Now, whether Meghan's decided to relent and agree to come over at times to the United Kingdom, I very much doubt. But Harry is pushing ahead with this. And a little bit like those secret rooms at the hotels over in LA, Harry obviously wants somewhere he can find some privacy. As ever, it is a developing story, and once Princess Eugenie has found something that he possibly likes, we'll tell you a little bit more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.